And welcome back to the third part of our final story for Delta Green Season 2. When we last left our agents, they had opted to go for an undercover operation to get on board the vessel Cybele to find out what sort of strange, unnatural occurrences were going on board the vessel. In addition to that, there was a shocking reveal that some of the agents were perhaps also working for the rival conspiracy, Majestic 12, and some of them, I don't know. Were you not? You clearly blacked out during that point.
I was working for S Club 7.
You can't black out. I'm the one who's got fugues.
And there are multiple agendas going on as the agents make their attempt on board the vessel Cybele. And that's where we begin this act with a helicopter flying out over the crystal blue Pacific Ocean towards the massive super yacht with the name Cybele. And the helicopter settles down on the helipad on the bow of the ship, and two crew members in pure white dress uniforms make their way to the helicopter, open the door, and out steps the first member of the team. So this is a good, like, describe what your character is wearing, what they look like, how different they are from their normal appearance, because this is a chance to do a little bit of a heist movie before everyone starts screaming, bleeding, and dying. So, so who's out the door first?
I think
Oh.
I am as security,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to list the things I want, and you tell me no.
I mean, legit.
A pulse rifle in the 40-watt range.
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
I'm still
Rocket
down
launcher.
for the flamethrower.
Tactical body. I'm wearing tactical body armor and Kevlar helmet.
No, you can probably get away with a vest underneath, but not like, because like tactical body armor means, like, to me, like full, like,
War.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could do soft body armor underneath that's slimline. You wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
do a plate carrier.
Okay. Then I
It's like,
have
that's a maybe. Okay.
a single gun on my hip
Yep.
and an AR-15 on my back.
No.
Only 2 grenades.
No.
Sword.
One night vision goggle set.
No.
Okay, that's.
That's it.
No
I'm
sword?
seeing a pattern. So
You're
least
not
try
even
for a
listening to me anymore, Rob. I don't even.
Dude,
a combat knife.
there you go.
Yeah, that one I'll give you.
Okay.
I got your back.
Other than that,
man.
I look in a basic suit, like you'd see, secret,
Jason
security in.
Statham.
Mhm.
Yep. With one of the little earpieces.
Okay.
Look like some Secret
Who's out
Service.
next?
Maybe me. Maybe I help out. If I'm a PA, maybe I help out my employer out of the helicopter.
Okay, so you get out first. How are you dressed, Tower?
I assume that I'm wearing like a nice button up with a tie. I have like a watch. I have a clipboard. I'm basically just there to make sure that their itinerary is
You probably have a tablet as opposed to clipboard.
right. Tablet, because we're not in 1993. Gotcha.
I mean, 1993 had Palm Pilots, so.
Yeah, but
1960.
so you get out and then you reach your hand back, and how does the?
I think I hand my wife out to my assistant first.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, darling. I'm thinking straight up like Ivanka Trump, like blonde, little sluttier, but definitely Russian.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely Russian. Just like
Oh.
long blonde hair, super fancy glasses that are probably for show.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and a
And then-
giant like necklace thing.
Okay.
Chunky. Yeah.
I thought you were going
That's-
to say tracts of land.
That's
Well,
where.
that too, yeah.
Huge.
That's where that's where she
Tracts of
keeps the
land.
grenades.
right.
Can I have
Uh,
grenades?
No.
Oh.
No, not. Okay. Who's next out of the
Jeez.
helicopter?
I'll go next.
Okay.
So I step out and think Veronica from Better Off Ted, the pencil skirt power suit, the power bun, and just like very well-fitted, sensible but very, very nice fabrics. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm wearing Louboutins. Red bottoms all the way.
She's like expensing it, let me tell you.
I think we're both wearing Louboutins.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a red bottom AF.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think we're like the best lesbian couple. I am
Mhm.
totally down for this.
We're here for this.
So
And
here for this.
our last teammate Trip, what are you wearing?
So I stumble out of the helicopter a little on purpose, looking a little bumbly. Hair is up in a messy bun, but in a way that secures all the hair down. She's wearing like a dark professional slacks, but more of a scrub material shirt and a scrub jacket with large pockets. And she has a duffel bag just sort of filled with general gear. She's going to put a couple like
Grenades.
well, chemicals that can be mixed in a way that might make things explode.
Honestly, if you want to take the risk and smuggle grenades for tidings, I'll allow it.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
I can yell at anybody who wants to touch your bag. That's
Well,
my wife's
Honest
stuff.
opinion
The,
is that
the,
it's
the
a
other
bad idea, but I want to.
I'm debating on if like
Yeah,
the thing is like, do I have things together in a way that I can mix them to hand off a bottle to tidings that he can throw and make an explosion?
I don't know if you necessarily have
Chemicals.
chemicals like that. Like I'm willing to buy like, oh, I can whip up a sedative or whatever, but like
Okay.
like a medical Molotov, that's a little
Okay.
dumb
I
thing.
might be able to find the stuff.
That's
for
my
that.
band
You
name.
can
I call it
prob-
kids.
you
Yeah.
can probably find that on the boat, but with you,
Yeah.
it's probably not a thing.
Okay.
Are you bringing your book?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually put it on the bottom of the bag with like a false
Mhm.
section in between it, just so it's really packed in there with a whole bunch of stuff on top of it. I'm also going to try to bring in like doctor's tools that may or may not have a scalpel in there, if like with addition of like forceps and like that kind of stuff, so it looks like it's in place.
I think we can do that.
Okay.
If anyone
and-
tries to touch the bag, they are my vitamins, so I can have the babies.
We're
Don't
also
worry, darling.
managing
Don't
your
worry
chronic
at all.
condition, dear.
Oh man, everybody's got an accent. What have I done? Oh no!
I don't. I just actually started speaking professionally once.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's not be laughing. Okay, I'm good.
I think the second we get off the helicopter, I start bossing around everyone around us. Like instantly, I'm like, pardon me, excuse me, my wife needs to sit down. As you can see, she's in quite a state. She doesn't quite like these air travel things, and someone needs to take care of this.
My stomach
within-
is just so
within-
nauseous.
Within 5 seconds, there
Pat
are
your
a
hand.
pair of people that are more in like hospital whites that have a wheelchair that they like. One person pushes the wheelchair, but the two of them then go to Tango and very gently like set her down.
Oh,
in-
can I?
in the
I
wheelchair.
do not need to be a burden, but could I have a pillow, please? The seat is so hard on this.
They
Are you
grab
too
a
warm,
pillow-
darling? Don't worry, don't
A
worry.
pillow and a bottle of water right away.
Oh,
Like-
thank you so much. Oh, darling, I am so glad we came to this super yacht for the babies.
Anything for you, my love.
Oh, I am so happy to be having baby with you.
Did that
Um,
water come from an iceberg?
Oh, absolutely. Like this is not.
It's Fiji water
Oh,
I am allergic
with
to
Are there
$1,100
icebergs?
ice in it.
I was about
Fiji
to say,
water.
is
Are you
Fiji in iceberg territory?
are you a farmer? Fiji water. Come on.
I am allergic to the osmosis reversal. This is not that kind of water, correct?
No. Well, they asked you what type of water you wanted, and they made sure to have it for you.
I love pretending I'm rich. Okay.
It's
like to check.
nice. It's really
Do
nice.
we have the bowl of red gummy bears in the room?
Oh,
She requires them.
Mm-hmm.
Only the red ones. You picked out everything else.
Yes, you want to go to the room right away?
Show us around first, please. I just need to make sure they're there.
Okay, well, let's take you to the room and get your luggage and other materials there, and then we'll get the tour started once everything is settled in the room.
Oh, darling, you're going to be the best mama bear.
Anything for you, my love.
Oh.
So we cut to the stateroom, and sure enough, right in the middle of the oak dining table is a bowl of red gummy bears.
Nathaniel, dear, could you bring me a handful of the gummy bears, please? Tony, you're Nathaniel.
Oh, okay. I'm apparently Nathaniel. Sure.
Remember, dear, you only want to have a maximum of 10. I know,
That
but
is
it's
such a
better for
silly
your
rule.
digestion. I know. We're just really monitoring your digestion right
One.
now.
What if the baby wants
Two.
more?
You don't
3,
have the baby yet. After you
4,
have the baby, we'll start
5.
talking about it.
Don't worry, darling. I'll have a bowl of them in the delivery room for you.
Oh, you
As
are
a
the
side
bestest.
note, Is
Yes,
anyone
sightings.
watching right now? And do we need to continue to fake it while no one
And-
is watching?
They
There's
could
probably
have
cameras
surveillance.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's probably surveillance in here.
I would say
gi-
we keep up the act while you sweep for cameras.
Yeah,
etc., and
give
bugs.
me a search check if you're going to do that.
And if there aren't any cameras, I'm chucking these gummies at you.
Who has our search skills? Is it...
I failed by a lot.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so go ahead and mark that.
I suppose I could search.
I could as well. I could search.
We probably all could while we're looking around the room trying to gain our bearings. I got a 35 on my 42.
I got
I
a
rolled a
41 on my
4.
46. Hello.
I got a 16 under my 20.
Yeah.
You got a 4 under 20. That's pretty cool.
Ethan, you suck.
This would have been a really great roll for the unnatural roll that I had to do earlier.
Clearly, you need to have a meeting with your dice later.
I do. Employ some Tawny tactics is what's about to happen.
You just keep holding them up and running the microwave and looking at them like,
Yeah. It's this or that, man. Or
yeah.
dice.
you find there are both obvious and hidden cameras in the room.
All right, we're keeping this up forever.
The obvious cameras, and it makes sense to you that they would have obvious cameras because this is a medical facility, so they want the medical staff to be able to observe their patients to make sure that they're not having a reaction to medication or whatever. The hidden cameras are the ones that kind of unsettle you, is
there any way that I could accidentally block the hidden cameras? Like moving a vase or something?
Were you successful?
Yeah, I got 16 under my 20.
Yeah, you're able to block at the very least the cameras that you have found if you wish to do so. At least the hidden cameras. If you block the main camera,
It'll be obvious.
It'll be obvious, and B, they'll probably send somebody to be like, "Hi, yeah, we know you want your privacy, but you are also fairly certain that there is not a camera in the bathroom. So if you do need to have, this is me conceding that there should be a space for you to have off camera discussions, so you don't have to constantly be on. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, and I'm sure that there's a part of you all that are like, this is the most fun case that we've had so far. We just get silly accents, and we all get to pretend to be Miss Piggy, and
as off camera as we can be doing a live TTRPG show.
Right. Either way.
I think as soon as I realize that there's no cameras in the bathrooms, I'm like, oh, darling, come in here. And Anderson, would you come as well? We certainly need to see about those prenatal vitamins.
On
Oh,
my
I
way.
love the vitamins. They are going to make our baby big and strong, just like you, my darling.
I push
Big
the
and strong
wheelchair
as ever.
in.
Okay, so it's the three. So that's
I'm assuming Nathaniel and
Grayson.
Frederick Grayson follow.
okay.
Because the security guy has to go by the last name.
Here
Okay.
for that.
The bathroom's big enough.
I mean, yeah, it's a rich
Oh yeah, it
super
is.
yacht.
It's a big. It's like
Is there a couch in
Fi-
there?
no 5. 5 is probably about as many as you want. Like, but for a bathroom on a boat, it's effing huge.
Right.
Mhm.
I can stand in the tub. That's fine. I wouldn't say no to that.
So we're just,
Okay, wait.
you're going to be Dr. Anderson? Is that okay?
Yep, Dr. Ursula Anderson.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. Tawny, what should our names be?
Yep.
I was just thinking that, and I, for the life of me, am sitting here like Russian names.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with
Svetlana.
Laverne for myself.
Okay,
Svetlana and
Svetlana.
Laverne.
Or Isabella. Or Isabel or something. I don't know.
Okay, so
Svetlana.
we can assume that you have worked out these details. So don't expect you to. I'm assuming that you are at least competent enough to have worked out your cover stories. I'm not going to
Yeah.
be the. I'm not going to be the
Not gonna
GM
kick the tires on it.
who's well. They may ask questions, but I'm not going to be the GM to be like, aha, you
What did you
said that
make
one
of it?
thing, but did you do this other thing? Because who cares? Like, you're already up against it. I don't need for you to have a perfect memory too.
Look at this.
We're
comb
also
hair.
on a time limit because we're recording a show. If we were live in person, just doing a fun game that you guys didn't have to slog through, dear
Could kick
listeners
all the
and
tires.
viewers, we could really let it all out and hit every single button. But that's pretty boring.
Yeah, like honestly, even if this was just a game, I don't like that part. Doesn't strike me as interesting because I feel like we want part of why we want to portray you as competent is that makes the threat that much of a bigger threat because it's like these people know what they're doing, and this thing confounds them. So this thing is really scary. Besides, you guys are having way too much fun being outrageous characters after, so many episodes of
Deep,
tightly
dark
wound
sadness.
Yeah. So, and it's not like we're not
Not gonna last for long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
At some
We're
point,
ripping it up while we can. It's about to burst into flames.
at some point, the waiter is going to come by with the sanity check and be like, which of you? Okay. So
Which of you suckers wants to dance on the sanity wheel?
Which of you bitches wants to dance?
I only caught the name Svetlana. What was the other?
Laverne.
Laverne. Okay.
Oh, what should our last be? Last Rockefeller?
I was gonna say Jones, so we could both be Mrs. Jones.
I mean, either
Because it's
way.
funny.
What about
but
have we done Lockman yet?
Oh,
we haven't yet.
yeah.
There we go.
Lockman.
Thank you, Dora.
Oh, Svetlana Lockman. That's a tongue
Laverne
twister.
Lockman, LL.
Yeah, some
My
alliteration.
LLC, if you will.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you discussing once you all get into the relatively safe confines of the bathroom?
So did your dad tell you where any of this stuff would be stored on the ship?
Wait, are we all in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We had this discussion before where
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just the three. I'm okay with it. I just wanted to clarify.
We all had to pee.
there's enough room that everybody can go in the bathroom. Even it's a tight-ish fit, but it's still bigger than any like boat bathroom that you could possibly imagine.
Right.
What are you looking for before we do this
I would like to know if Emerson gave me any sort of, I mean, obviously not blueprints, but any sort of like, if you go in this room, you'll find that thing, etc.
Could we
Okay.
have
You know, like
tried
maybe
to pull up plans for the boat before we left?
that, and like
Schematics?
if like the things we're trying to steal have a specific storage like needs, we can look.
You're
for
not
that.
necessarily stealing anything. You're basically just here to like.
Some of
gather
us are.
Well, okay. Officially, unofficially, you're not here
Right.
to steal anything. Actually, a lot of you are here to steal some specific stuff. But so go ahead and give me a sanity roll here, Teaspoon.
All of us?
No, just Teaspoon. 'cause
Oh,
this
okay.
is-
All right. Dead stuff.
Oh.
Dead stuff.
Before we headed out, I handed third leader bags to Tidings and Tango,
Okay.
just so that we can all not be carrying around a liter of liquid. Sort of like what you use to smuggle liquids onto a cruise ship, you could say.
Been there, been there.
I'm going to say, so basically just kind of like a gallon, like Ziploc bag, essentially.
Yeah.
So, like
Kinda, yeah.
a water bra.
Yeah.
Ish. You probably
Really
wouldn't
easy
want
to-
to put it in a place that gets impacted. Potentially.
It's really easy
but-
to fill up large bags of alcohol and put it in between your clothing and your luggage because then it doesn't scan.
Who
through the
would
extras.
do that? There's rules in place for a reason.
Yeah, Ethan.
Okay. So, Teaspoon, what was your sanity check?
I rolled a 20. Purple
Okay, so-
sparkly dice for life.
That means you only lose 1 point of sanity.
Yes.
Nice.
We cut back to the interview room between Dr. Mandel and her father. So, you probably want to know how to get around this thing. I've seen it. Virtual tours. Have you heard?
Ah. All right. Okay.
Just because I'm here physically doesn't mean that I am unable to travel. I've gotten pretty good at using my mind to explore other spaces.
That's, that just is as stereotypical as it comes. Go on.
Well, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to know? I mean, I don't know what
Where am I going to find the information?
information.
You can stop playing the games.
That's the only reason I invited you here, Ellis, was I wanted to play some games. So if you don't want to play these games, then I don't have to help you.
Then play the game, Emerson. Tell me where I'm going to find it, or I'm going to walk out of this room right now. And your game is over.
They keep the data on the clientele in a central server room on the third deck towards the back of the ship. They're probably going to have everyone that they're going to have information on everyone that they've ever helped with their magical little milk.
That's disgusting. Thank you.
Why is that disgusting? Don't tell me that you have hang-ups about having a family, do you? Why do you think that might be?
You tell me.
Well, this is the first time you visited me in decades, Alice. I don't know how you feel about having. I don't even know if you're married. Oh, you are married. I do know that. I forgot the man that was watching your
Did you just
house.
forget about, all those letters you got over the years?
No. I think you would have some wonderful children. Some amazing children.
It's just too bad we'll never find that out.
It is. For now. You might change your mind, you know.
Never heard that one
to-
before.
Cut back to
Oh, Rob.
No.
Rage.
Ugh, that's like the worst thing you've ever said on any episode ever.
It's
I
pretty-
am
pretty out
raging
there.
for
You
you,
might-
Tawny.
you might change your mind. I'll tell you what. I had so last season the hardest thing for me to do was on the episode where we did where the Killer Out of Space, where I had to write up the Sean Hannity script.
Yeah.
And I just felt gross
Oh.
afterwards. I had a similar feeling doing research on super yachts for this episode, because it was all like, oh yes, well this person spent $5 billion on their yacht and it has like 15 of these things, and you're just like,
Do you realize how many people you could feed for a year with that kind of money?
exactly. So
Ugh.
cutting back from that Teaspoon's meeting with her father, what do you bring to the team? Do you tell them where the servers are then?
Yeah, I think I let them in on the server room.
And do we have a basic schematic for the ship?
Yeah, it basically has 4 decks. The lowest deck is off limits to non-staff and personnel, because that's like the cargo hold, and that's where, you know, all the various things are kept.
Like the monster they're worshiping.
Maybe. The second deck is the clinic. The third deck is the living quarters for both the crew and the staterooms for the clients. And then the fourth deck is where all the fun shit is. Like that's where like the bar is, and that's where like the swimming pool is, and that's where like the dining room is, and that like that it's basically it's like they stacked a cruise ship on top of the rest, on top of a hospital.
Mm-hmm. I would assume
Like if is there a specific thing that you're looking for?
space. So I was looking for areas of large space, because Trip is thinking in her mind, the final frontier. Trip was thinking in her brain, this thing that she saw is about the size of a cargo container. So it's going to take space to have that, especially if they're worshiping it and doing rituals.
Like the simple math of it tells you that it's probably in that lowest.
Yeah. And
Honestly,
so I'm going to talk to everybody, just saying, I checked out the schematics for the ship, and, you know, I'm not the most tactical among us, but if they are worshiping something here, if they are doing something away from everybody's eyes, it has to be in the cargo container. And I think we should get more information first and check out the labs and the clinic. But we're probably going to find our quarry in the first level.
and we may be able to bring something extra back if we can find like what substance they're using for all of this.
Something to study.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to destroy it all, no?
We're actually just supposed to get recon information, bring it back. But the more information,
Neutralize all vectors?
They said neutralize
was
and
for
contain.
infiltration.
They said neutralize and contain.
So I will clear up after you, because I'm assuming you went back to Miss Green and said this is what we're doing. Basically, they would like, if you can take care of it, take care of it. If you can't take care of it, tell them and they will take care of it. Like, I think you actually have an emergency number to dial to basically to Miss Green to be like, we need help right the fuck now.
So they
Burn
can
notice, if you will.
sink us.
if it happens to be some sort of poison, we can have it with us and we can get an antidote. Like, I think this is a really good idea, at least to get a sample.
We'll see what we've got. But they said neutralize and contain. So the important thing is to make sure.
Somebody is buzzing at the front door to your living space.
Nathaniel, if you would please, sir.
I nudged the tower, yeah. And I go and start, I like wave tidings out too.
I answered the door.
And you see a young woman in her late 20s, early 30s, wearing a well-tailored dress, it flatters her, even though she is at the very least 6 months pregnant. And you recognize her as Mary Dasinger, who is the head of the New Life Fertility Foundation.
Oh, there is a baby here! May I touch your tummy, please?
Yes, please do, Mrs. She knows to whatever you prefer to be called, so she'll call you Svetlana or whatever. Are you more of a Miss Lockman, or are you
Mrs.
Svetlana?
Lockman?
Okay. Yes, of course, Mrs. Lockman. Please do. I mean, after all, my mother once told me the key to a successful bakery is to make sure that you have an example of the product to display.
Oh my goodness! Do you know if you were having a little boy or a little girl?
You know, this time I opted not to have the physicians tell me. I thought it would be a great surprise.
My dear Vernie, we should do that.
Oh, I don't know, darling. Then we won't know how to decorate.
But we could
I know how important it is to you.
We could decorate 2 rooms. One for a boy, one for a girl.
Well,
anything for you, my love, of course.
From what I understand is trending these days is that you actually decorate gender neutral, because you don't want to necessarily have the baby gendered from early on.
My dear Vernie, we could have...
Reveal parties are so passé.
They're so environmentally unfriendly, especially if you are in California.
Exactly.
Of course, my love. Of course. Whatever you want.
Well, I'm here to give you a personal tour of our facilities. The way that the itinerary generally works is we do a tour, then we have a small break, then we host a dinner where you get to meet and interact with the various doctors and other medical staff that we have on board the vessel. We have a small reception afterwards, where unfortunately I won't be able to drink, but we have a fantastic wine selection aboard the vessel, and then tomorrow morning you'll get back on the helicopter, and hopefully we will have convinced you to come work with us to bring another wonderful life into the world.
Oh, I'm so excited. Do you have any vodka?
Yes, of course.
My dear, you know that Anderson would tell you that, of course, right now is not the time for vodka.
So I just want to celebrate.
I know. We'll get you an equivalent, darling. We'll get you an equivalent.
Fine.
Do we want to? Are you going to deviate during the tour, or do you want to skip ahead to when she drops you back off at the room?
I'm trying to think like how well, because I'm thinking.
I don't think most of us are good at stealth. So.
Yeah, I mean, so we might want to deviate.
Because, like, I'm thinking...
I said most.
I think bratty Russian lady can at least get...
distract.
A little bit out of... Just, I don't know if yeah.
I'd at least want us to get to the clinic section, because I think that's where we would start to deviate. But we also are going to pass by the server room, and we probably want to work this by floors. So
yeah, the tour might get us near all that, though.
The tour is going to definitely take you into the clinic section.
Yeah.
The server
Probably
room,
not the server room.
not so much. So you would want to probably have somebody break off at that point. So let's do the medical facility first. And we cut to her like sort of mid spiel, and she's talking about the practices and how they've been on the cutting edge for many years. And IVF has matured, even though it's only been around for less than half a century. That it's rapidly evolved, and they're learning new things every day. And like she also talks about the founder, Dr. McDougall, who has really and she tells sort of the personal story about how her mother worked with Dr. McDougall, and they decided that to work together to found new life, because they didn't want there to just be one avenue of to get in vitro fertilization, because it was in that one clinic in the 80s, but also because they were pursuing such cutting edge innovations to be able to offer this service to the people who could afford it.
So I'm going to make sure to pepper a couple questions in, and like started off with saying, of course, nothing proprietary, but kind of go over the safety and what procedures they are mostly using. Ask if I can like talk to some of the doctors on board to go over what they are able to discuss, that kind of stuff.
So Mary says, yes, of course. Like I am not the expert. I am, I hire the experts. So, but I will make sure that those experts are available to you at the dinner and the reception for any medical questions you have. Because I don't I have a basic knowledge of how it works, but as far as specific details, that's the kind of thing that I don't know of, unfortunately. And
of course, I totally understand.
Well, the bun goes in the oven, and when the oven is done, poof, baby.
Who could tell us, just for my personal records?
Dr. Alan Morris.
Dr. Morris. Nathaniel, write that down, please.
Tidings and Tower, I want you to give me alertness checks, please.
I got a 20 under my 83.
Okay.
Nice.
I got an 80 over my 63.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're busy making notes.
Yeah. Thanks.
Alan Morris.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're on tablet. Alan
Shit,
Morris.
Alan Morto. Damn it. Stupid autocorrect.
delete.
Alan Orko. What? No.
Not Alan Morefish. What?
You turned off autocorrect.
Tidings, you, as you're getting the tour, you pass by what looks to be like a refrigeration unit, but there's a hose that's coming out of the side of it that is set up to run along the back of the wall, and like it's well placed, but you notice it because you're like, that doesn't look like a necessary part of the refrigerator. And you see like if you've ever pulled on a straw, a burst of that milky fluid coming up through the hose into the refrigeration unit. And you see that the hose eventually terminates at a spot that leads further down into the boat.
Oh no.
Can I use that combat knife you said I could bring to basically poke a hole in the tube and try to fill up a bag behind my back as the tour's walking past.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a give me a stealth roll here at -10.
Okay, that means I need to roll below a 5.
Oh, great.
Jeez.
I rolled a 75.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll give you-
And this is how it all ends. This is how it all ends.
I'll give you
This
an
is how
I'll
it
give you
He's
the
already in the clinic.
I'll give you the option. You can either not do it, or you can do it, but you spill some on yourself.
Ooh.
Spill it. Spill it.
You want
Yeah, let's
ancient wood goat dick?
Jizz.
yeah, let's wood goat all over myself.
Oh, you nasty.
Is he or is Rob? Because he created this world.
Imagination is I
This is all-
basically
This is all,
Leaning
all
against
out of the
all
book,
speculation.
dude. So,
I
This
lean
is
against the wall with like my back
pre-scripted.
to it, and basically behind my back, just poke it with the bag, in my hand behind my back,
and
as
you
I
just
fill it up, and it just
feel you also
Oh.
feel it run up your
Nope.
back, like
Oh,
it's not even like, oh, it's spill, like you feel it defying gravity as it runs up your
Ugh.
back
Oh no.
Up to the collar
Oh.
of your shirt.
Nope.
So go ahead and give me a sanity roll, please.
I rolled below my sanity.
Sentient. Svetlana, my dear, how do you feel about the facilities? Are you comfortable here?
I do like it. It is very pretty and clean. And I do not think they all seem very smart.
Well, would you like to meet one of our success stories?
I would love to.
Do we notice this shit all over Tiding's back?
No, because it's just it basically, imagine like you spilled milk and it just sort of rolled up your spine.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what it's like.
Oh.
So he's
Okay.
got his dress shirt and undershirt and the tack vest are wet, but his it didn't quite soak through to show through the back of his
Oh God.
Okay, that's all that I'm worried about. If this is gonna scar him for life, I don't care. I just
Blah,
don't
blah, blah.
want him to know.
He made his choice.
I respect Ethan's decisions as
Tawny,
a role
breathe
player.
in.
Yep.
Breathe out.
Gross.
I just imagine the next time Tawny goes to the fridge and she opens it and she just dead ass stares the milk that's in there. Like,
Mm-mm.
you make your way into a like a small play area. It has all the stuff that you'd expect with like letters on the wall and billboard or bulletin boards with fruit things painted on there.
Yeah.
There is a small child at a table with a variety of Paw Patrol toys that are scattered around that this young boy is playing with. And Mary goes over to him and says, Tomas, these are, would you like to, can you stop playing for a second and say hello to these people? And he turns and he smiles and he says, hello to these people.
Oh, you are such a cute little thing.
What an adorable young man.
Are you going to be mommies?
We are going to be mommies, yes.
Oh, that's nice.
My name
Can I-
is Svetlana, and this is Laverne.
Hello.
Okay.
Can I? And he looks at Mary. Can I? And can I draw a picture to give to their baby? And Mary says, "Yes. Oh, of course you can." And so he goes and grabs crayon and paper and things like that. And Mary continues her her spiel and talks over it.
I'm just gonna
and-
like grab your hand and like occasionally look at you all the time, Tawny.
I like touch your face every now and again. Like, yes, dear.
Trip.
Does the age of the child match sort of the developmental skills that we're seeing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though if you want to give me an alertness check, you
boy.
definitely can do that.
In alertness, not biology.
Can we all or just
You know what? What's your biology, Trip?
60. It's under science biology. I got a 60% under that.
This kid is like 5. Are they wearing contact lenses?
That's odd.
Interesting. Hiding goat
Eye color?
eyes,
Or goat eyes.
maybe.
When's the last time Teaspoon looked at her own eyeballs?
About 30 minutes ago when we did that.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel good about that.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that very menacing question that you asked that didn't answer anything. That really made me feel better.
Sometimes I don't want you to ask me to roll a skill, Rob. I just the narrative to progress, and then I can close my eyes and wait until you're done talking.
Yeah.
And he Tomas gives you a picture of what looks to be Teaspoon and Tango, and then except Tango's belly is like half of the page wide with the baby drawn in it.
Such a lovely interpretation, my dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope you look like you will both make really good mommies.
Oh, thank you so much, Tomas. You were such a sweet little one. I'll like pinch his cheek a little bit, but more like touch, not really pinch, because that's weird. Also, I don't know if I
Does
really
it
want to
feel
touch
like
his
a
child.
normal cheek?
And
Yeah, like
and he leans in close to you, Tango.
yeah.
The other mommy smells really nice.
Oh, I will tell her. She always smells very nice to me as well.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying innocent things, Jordan.
Liar!
It is a special perfume that I got for her on her birthday. So she wears it all of the time.
It's not a perfume.
What?
I know what perfume smells like.
What?
She just smells really, really nice.
Like they're related, maybe?
Oh God. This child is my sibling.
Do they look similar?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Well, I mean, they both have goat eyes, but other than that, it's
Do I not smell good?
you smell nice, but she smells nicer.
Oh no, do you think that would make her a better mommy than I would be?
I just
I'm guessing nobody else like realized this kid's like a goat kid. So
Well, I mean,
like a kid, like a goat kid, like
She smells nice.
you'll.
yeah.
I think you'll both make good. I think you'll both make good mommies, but I think she just smells nicer. She makes my tummy feel good.
what kind of good?
Well, if we could move on to the next part of the tour,
But Lana, my dear.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you have plenty of time to relax and recover before the dinner this evening.
Oh, definitely. This has been so excited thinking about the little baby. It's going to be just like Tomas.
As you walk, so they.
I think Tower gives tidings. What the fuck was that?
I give Tower and tidings. That was not good look. Like a serious. We need to be on the lookout. Look.
Sveta's just keeping up the hello, I'm blonde.
They so unless there are any other stops, the tour concludes without.
Can I keep an eye out for good access points for?
Give me an alert. Give me an alertness check.
Oh boy. All right, purple dice, do not fail me now. You have not yet done so. Yep, they failed at an 85.
You can
I found nothing.
You can always cash in a father flashback.
I mean, what are the chances your third? Sure. What are the chances that your third sanity roll is gonna fail?
Now I have to decide if I want to hedge my bets on dice.
We could just break off from Mary and start heading towards the server room and say, oh, we think we might, just wander a little bit.
Catch our bearings just a touch, if you catch my drift.
Mary definitely sours to that idea. Like, well, you'll have fun if you wish to wander around the boat. You'll have more time to do that once we've decided whether or not you're going to go forward with our procedures.
Well, we have already decided that we are going to go through your procedures.
Well, that's lovely, but that means that we need time to prepare.
And sign the contracts.
I think Tower turns to Teaspoon and goes, Miss Lockman, I'm feeling a little seasick. Do you mind if I maybe head back to the room?
Nathaniel, did you forget to take the oh god, what are the meds that you take?
Dramamine.
The Dramamine.
I start going through
Anderson
my bag.
gave you. Anderson, give him some Dramamine, and Nathaniel, I want you to go lie down with a glass of water. You understand? I want you in tip-top shape this evening.
I do.
All right.
I apologize, madam.
Give me a persuasion roll, Tower.
Okay.
Does it help if I go, oh no, I forgot the Dramamine?
I got a
and say that I'll go with
56
him?
over my 40.
Okay.
No.
I was actually prepared for the Tony, like, oh my god, this son of a bitch. So Mary gestures, and one of the security personnel comes over to make sure that you go back to the room directly.
And Nathaniel, while you're at it, check my emails and tell me if there's anything important from the offices.
Will do. I certainly will, madam.
Oh, and please, that list of baby names, please.
Yes.
I really don't want Tower to go off alone, but I feel like he's going to stealth. But I also
I kind of feel like there was no getting away from that woman other than I feel sick.
Hey, Jordan, think about it this time. Like this, the last time you went off with Tawny,
That's
you got
why
him
I'm
killed.
so hesitant. That's why I'm so hesitant. That's why I'm like, okay, I won't do it. I won't do it this time. If he gets killed this time,
Yeah,
alone,
we
it
don't
won't be
need
my
the Jordan and
fault.
Tony show again.
What do you mean? That's the best part.
Right, but then you died.
That's also how you die.
Yeah, well, it made for good content, now didn't it?
Well, right,
did.
but I don't want to do that today.
Just Tony
Same.
can die in every one of our finales for
gonna
Delta Green.
So, all right, allow me to be a jerk. Trip, you watch a Tower go off alone or go off with the security guard, and you lean a little forward because past them, looking out over the railing of the ship, you see the former member of T-Cell.
What?
Oh, hold up.
Wait.
And he turns and looks at you and smiles and waves, and then his head explodes from the impact of the bullet as he goes over the railing.
This is Major Tom to ground control.
Oni! Oh my god!
Did you think that I forgot that you rolled a temporary insanity, Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Give me
Rob
a
never forgets.
tell him it was me. Go ahead and give me a sanity check here, Trip.
Yes. Under a 45.
Oh boy.
I rolled a
boy.
79.
Oh boy.
Oh, honey.
Oh boy.
So that's going to be 5 more points of sanity. You
That's
can
cool.
choose to, if you wish, to push it onto one of your.
That's all Sis has got left.
Remaining bonds.
She's got a couple of bonds.
Okay. I only got the one, so.
I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go down to 40 sanity.
Oh my god.
That's a
Okay.
good number.
So tell you what, Jordan. Out of the kindness of my heart,
Oh boy.
as
Does
I am
that
a
happen?
benevolent despot,
Oh, geez.
I will say that Trip does not let out a shriek.
I truly appreciate that. I
As-
do.
Like, part of why you lose that so much of it is you dig your fingernails into your hands and feel blood trickle out so that you make sure that you do not yell.
Because I can't make a noise. If I make a noise, they'll hear me.
Mm-hmm.
I just like freeze in the hallway.
Addison.
Yes, Miss Lockman.
The bottle of water for Svetlana.
Of course. And I grab it out.
Okay. Tower, are you going back to the room? Or are you going to try to judo chop this guy and get to the
I was
cell?
thinking about doing that I blocked the cameras in the room, right? The hidden
All the
ones?
cameras except the main.
Okay.
like the hidden cameras?
Is there a way that I can do it in an area of the room where the camera can't see, like
That would be in the bathroom.
a blind spot? Okay, I'll do that.
How are you going to get him to come in the bathroom?
Hold my hair back. I don't know.
Hey, there's no toilet paper in here.
Yes, something.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the toilet paper. Like, there's nothing in here. I'm not gonna seduce.
Seduce him.
Okay, give me an unarmed combat roll.
Okie doke. Seduce him. Okay. I got a 41 under my 60.
Nice.
Okay, so basically, if this guy rolls above your 41, but under his score, it's going to be a fight. If he doesn't, then you get the drop on him and take him out.
Okay.
So he rolled above your skill, or he rolled above your roll with a 56, and his unarmed combat is 50.
Ah.
Fuck off, prick.
So tell me how you Jason Bourne this guy.
I think that I say there's no toilet paper in the bathroom, and when he comes in to look at it, I bash him in the face with the door. He falls over, and I think I use the shower curtain to strangle him.
Okay. All right. So
Nice.
looks like you are free and clear. Where are you going?
I guess I forget. Where do I need to be going?
The server room.
Maybe the server room, or looking for access points, or
Okay, so
To murder a goat.
being a CIA agent, is it possible that like security layouts are like common? Are they different?
I think I trust in your competence enough that you have tell me where you want to go and you can get there.
I think the first thing I want to do is find their armory and arm myself.
Okay.
Like wherever they keep their weapons, be that be the security room or whatever, I'd like to find some sort of weapon.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okie dokie.
Can we also assume that I passed on the information like, hey, here's a couple of flash drives, take whatever data we can? Like
I think so. Like I'm willing to say that this is all part of the plan right now. Like
Mhm.
I got a 35 under my 72.
okay.
Yeah.
noise.
So you get to their security office where they basically have a gun locker, and so you're able to pick up a shotgun. Well,
Mhm.
what type of weapon are you looking for? Like assume that they have probably shotguns, probably submachine guns, probably not assault rifles.
Well, first I'd like to grab something. It's at least one thing that's concealable.
Okay, so there you can get a pistol.
Okay, and then yeah, I think
Flamethrower.
I think I'll go shoddy.
Okay. Are you looking at any of these security cameras while you're here?
Of course.
Okay, most of these, you clink through. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes the what? One of them angles down on what looks to be some kind of weird ass Indiana Jones temple with like stone pillars carved with strange runes and like a well at the bottom of it.
Does the camera have like a label to tell me where that's located, or like a map, like maybe like a schematic next to the screens to kind of correspond?
Do you want to radio tidings and basically say, "Hey, can you help me out here?"
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, tidings. Can you help me out here?
I know about sea military.
Yeah.
Seaman, maybe.
A little bird told me that you know about water and boats.
A little bird
A little
told
fishy.
me you know about water. Okay.
What do you need to know?
What do I need to know? There's like a
where the location of this weird temple would be.
I am looking at these security cameras and I see a weird Indiana Jones like temple. I don't know where on the ship this camera corresponds to.
Do you see any portholes? Can you tell where the water line is?
Do I?
No, there doesn't seem to be any portholes.
Doesn't seem to be any.
Go ahead and make that military science. There, tidings.
I rolled a 17.
Then this is probably below deck.
It'd be below the Baja deck, lowest level.
That is where I will head next then. So you know where I am.
When I die.
Please find my body.
Okay.
Tell Agent Tripp that I miss her.
Are there any other things that you stop on the tour, or are you going back to the room?
I would say we keep moving.
Probably back to the room if they're not going to let us out.
Yeah.
Or we could. I don't necessarily want to knock out a pregnant woman, but if she's carrying a
I
goat
was thinking about
child,
that.
I probably would. But like, if we don't have to, that'd be great.
Well, so the tour ends and you say your goodbyes, and she reminds you that dinner is at 8.
Does
So
she
you have
have any sort of badge or key on her, like a fob she's been scanning open doors with as we've been getting the tour?
We don't need no stinking badges.
That's a good idea.
We might though.
Because our door opener tower is on the lamb.
Ooh, is there
Wouldn't it be best
is there an
on the
extra
goat?
security
On the goat.
uniform in that?
Yeah, on the goat.
Actually, security. No, not an extra security uniform.
But you could have maybe taken it off the guy in the bathroom.
So to pull her. Actually, no, I don't think she has a badge because she's just giving you a tour of the
Common
open spots
areas.
on the boat.
When we
Probably
get to the room and we notice the probably not dead security guy, does he have any badges or fobs or anything we can take off of him?
Yes, he does.
Oh, thank God.
Do we have to cut it out of his hand or wrist?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you sound so disappointed, Sarah.
I pull it out and wave it from the bathroom so the cameras can't see me,
Mhm.
and say, "Look, it appears that our dear Nathaniel has started to feel a bit better."
Oh, good.
And I tuck it into my shirt pocket.
Okay. Tower, where are you going?
I'm headed towards below deck where Tidings instructed me to go.
Okay. You hit a restricted access door that does have a lock that you need to take time to get there because it is a electronic lock.
Okay.
So I don't know if that changes your plan or if
do I know how long it's going to take me? Like, do I have a ballpark of how long I'm going to be stuck here, or is?
give me. Do you have was it? It's like just like an
I have craft electrician.
Yeah, roll that.
Okay. Ugh, I got an 82 over my 20.
Rough.
If you had the proper tools, it probably would take you like a half an hour, 45 minutes to be able to get through this without setting off any alarms.
Gotcha. So does that mean that I can't do it without setting off alarm, or it's just going to take a while?
I mean, you can always just kick in the door, but it probably would set off an alarm.
I'll find another way.
I mean, does that mean you want to go back to the room and meet up with everybody? Okay.
I think I'll go back to the room and maybe I can swipe that uniform. Maybe the guy even has like a card key I can use.
The one that I just took.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
did
if you
you?
have the uniform on, we could say that we're being escorted around the ship. To
Yeah.
be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Honestly, I should have thought of that, but Ethan thought of it later. So thanks,
It's
Ethan.
okay.
It's as it goes by, you know.
Okay. So where are you going now that you've all gotten back together?
Server room.
Server room, yeah.
Okay.
Then clinic, I think, as we make our way down.
Is it too
And
late to
temple.
say or to ask if I maybe grabbed a couple of other extra like handguns to pass around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I'm assuming you have 2, so you can give somebody else either the pistol or the shotgun, but
Is Teaspoon? Do you have a weapon on you?
no.
On me,
But
no.
she can use it.
Okay,
But I can use
I'll give her the pistol.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I want you to do, Tower, is roll your disguise skill.
Oh
Ooh.
Is that a skill you have?
no!
Everybody has it at 10.
Everyone has it at 10.
I got a 77.
Oh.
I don't know.
This uniform is too tiny.
I don't know what that means. Like how do I crit fail that?
Nice crop top.
And in a little
coat.
Richard. Okay.
Okay. You get to the server room. You bip the card. The door opens up. And you hustle inside. Teaspoon, you run over to the computer and
Instantly hard drive in, yeah.
Rob, was this the room that had the pipe for the milk?
No, but you do see a similar pipe, like arced along the ceiling that trails down the wall into the floor. And actually you see a couple of other similar pipes spread off from it.
Tidings, can you help me make a hole so we can fill the bags?
I poke a hole and step away.
You brought bags?
I'm assuming
Samples.
she was doing this on the DL.
Yeah. Yeah. Mandel, you're too busy hacking away.
I'm actually looking at another computer to actually try to look up the silver screen slasher and or Ellis Mandel to see if she's in the system at all.
You sneaky bitch.
I'm paranoid.
I'm
Also-
also looking up to see if I'm in the system.
I know you are, but I want to know.
Also, Trip, give me your bag.
I hand it to her as I walk past.
And I
Okay.
fill it up.
All right. Trip.
Mandel.
There are
Mandel's not my original last name. Oh,
No.
Alice. Evans.
there you go. Well done.
there are
Look at my nose.
2 hits in the system. Alice Mandel and her sister, Emma.
Ah.
And that's when the lights go on and you hear, if you move, we shoot. And that is where we will take our act break here. And we're going to bleed over into our home front a little bit to resolve this story. So come back when you get a chance.
Did I get my data? I got my data, right?
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.